On this video we're going to pick up the front band. So this cardigan is for a girl, so I always pick up the button band first. So on a girl, the button band is on the left. Yeah, so this is the left front. I've put a stitch marker at the bottom of the neck and at the top of the rib at the bottom, and then I've split the remaining part of the body into 4 roughly equal pieces. I folded them over, put a marker in, folded them over, put a marker in, and so on. Okay, so the pattern tells you to pick up 6 stitches on the rib at the neck, 6 stitches at the rib at the bottom, and then 33 in the middle. So what I've done is I've written that down, and I've taken the ones in the middle. I don't mess about with the neck or the rib. The ones in the middle, I've split them into the 4 pieces because I've got 4 sections in between my markers. So 32 divided by 4 is 8, and it leaves me with 1 stitch left over. So I need to pick up 8 stitches between each marker on the body part, and then I've got to add an extra stitch in. So what I will do is I will pick that extra stitch up. So I'll do 8, 8. I'll pick 1 up exactly where that marker is there, 8, 8. Where you pick up that extra stitch really doesn't make any difference. It won't affect it if you do it in a different place to me. So we need to pick up 6 stitches on the neck. And because the neck is folded over, this can sometimes be a bit tricky. You might like to try it with a crochet hook rather than a knitting needle, but I do it with a knitting needle. So we're going right into that those 2 loops there, which is right at the very top of the neck, and pull it through. It might take you a couple of times to do that. We now need to go through both sides of the neck. So we've folded it over, so that's number 1. Number 2, just call that up there, so just number 3. If you don't go through both sides, you can always sew it up afterwards, but I like to go through. It saves me doing an extra job at the end. So that's 4. I need 2 more before I get to that first pink marker. That's 3. Get that edge out of the way, and sorry, I don't mean 3, I mean 5, and now I'm on 6. I've picked up 6 stitches along that neckband. I now need to pick 8 stitches up between the pink and the blue stitch marker. I think I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 13 rows. So it's not going to be every row, but I just need to pick up 8. So 1, 2, keep an eye on where you're going so you know. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I've picked up 8 stitches there between the pink marker, and sorry, that's my pink marker there, and the blue one. If you find it easier to take the markers out at this point, you can. I need another 8 going along here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I've done the 4th one, I should be roughly halfway between the 2 markers, which I am there. I know I'm on track. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm at the point here now where I need to pick up that extra stitch, so I'm going to do that in there. So that's my 1 extra stitch that I had to pick up. Okay, and I need to pick up 8 there and 8 there. I'll show you what happens when you get down to the end. Yeah, so you imagine that I've picked up all those stitches. I'm not going to do it. It's a bit monotonous. Yeah, so you're going to finish off by picking up the stitches along here, and I always make sure that I go right into that corner stitch there, as close as you can to get to your little knot as possible. Yeah, and that gives you a nice straight edge along the bottom there, which makes your bands sit better. And that's how to do the pick up of the band.